Welcome to Indianapolis. This is ESPN, the Esports Broadcasting Network. My name is Sam Cooper Bennett, a new name to the guys in that league. I am the co-founder of the Esports Broadcasting Network, and I am bringing you live classic INDYcars from Indianapolis. 80 laps around this historic track. And it's going to be one hell of a bumper. And we are about to head into qualifying here. And it's going to be good to see how they shape up around here. It's going to be good to see the IRO 5 around here once again. We have 12 drivers set to take the green here tonight. And it's going to be very interesting to see who is going to come out on top here. For some reason, oh yeah, I know why. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen, a few problems there. There we go. That'll do it. Anyway, again, my name is Sam Cooper Bennett. I will be taking over broadcasting proceedings from now on, as Adam Chapman and Derek Pemberton were filling in for me while I was dealing with other business elsewhere. But I'm here now. And apart from next week, where I'll be in America itself, I will be broadcasting the races for the remainder of the season. So hopefully you'll get used to me, and hopefully it's going to be a great race either way. But anyway, let's get into it. Let's get to the racing action right now, as we've got qualifying underway live here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Who's going to get that pole position? Let's find out right now. Unfortunately, we're not going to find out right now because I need to make a small adjustment, but I'll be back in just a second. And we're back live here in Indianapolis. Sorry for the connection issues just there, but we are ready to get this thing going, and qualifying is underway here at Indy. So let's get right into it, shall we? I'm just going to shut this down for a second because don't need that, don't need that. Certainly don't need that for a second. So let's get into it, shall we? As we are well into qualifying for this 80 lapper around the Indianapolis Motor Speedway complex. As nothing seems to be working. As there we go, we're on board with Brandon Schoen right now. As you can see him taking a very decent line through 3 and 4. Jackson Freer currently sitting on the pole. Brian Peel in second. Andy Yerk The points leader is in third. Bart Workman currently out on track right now. He is second in points, so he's going to be looking for a good result here tonight for his team. Down towards the line now. As I apologise, Trading Pokes is being a bit of a pain in the backside at the moment, as Brandon Schoen does go to the point here as he comes across the line once again to complete his qualifying. 40.942 was his last lap, but it didn't count. I'm guessing he must have hit the wall somewhere. Or it didn't count because it was the end of his qualifying. Nate Burke coming out of pit road right now. And the classic colour in the green, white and red. I think Hunko's use that paint scheme these days. As he comes down the very, very long back straight. Expect to see a lot of Indy snakes happening there tonight. Bart Workman still working his way around the track here. As he comes down the long start-finish straight. Across the yard of bricks. His qualifying must be done already because he is there. And Brian Beard to the top of the board. He is your new pole sitter. As we're going to take a look at Nate Burke once again. Let's see what he can do. Mark Nadu just making his way out of pit road. We'll focus in on him in a moment, but this is going to be Nate Burke's first lap turned here in qualifying. So, well, first competitive lap turned in qualifying here. So let's see what he gets when he comes down to the yard of bricks. He crosses them now. A 41.181, only good enough for P8 so far. What is his second lap going to get him? Into turn 3. Ooh, very jittery there going into turn 3. Out of turn 4 now, down towards the line. I just noticed Eric Jeffers is also out on track as well now. Cross the yard of bricks again. Where's this going to put him at 41.076? That's good enough for P6 right now. Meanwhile, let's focus in on Mark Nadu. The man driving for Overtake Motorsports. Oh, turn 4 sim racing. Sorry, I do apologise, guys. Down across the yard of bricks. Where's this going to put him? 41.129. Good enough for P8 right now. Out of turn 2, down the long straight again. Into turn 3, good line through there. Out of turn 3 and into turn 4. Now Mark Nadu, for those that know him from our previous broadcasts, he usually runs in the full fended stock cars. Very unusual to see him in an Indycar, but that's the great thing about iRacing, is that you can run anything you want, and he's certainly shown the talent there. P3 in qualifying now. A 40.970. As Eric Jeffers puts himself up into P8 now as well. Looks like we're going to have 14 taking the green here tonight. So more than the 12 that I mentioned. Out of turn 4 comes Eric Jeffers. And across the line he comes. And that's good enough for P6 now. 41.029 as Jeff Webker makes his way out of pit road. Ran with Top Fuel Racing last night as well, so he is no stranger to the IndyCars, especially this car as well. Runs in another classic IndyCar series that is out there as well, which I'm very close to. So out of turn 4, he comes to start his qualifying laps. Just under 5 minutes left in qualifying, so he's got plenty of time to lay down the time here. Out of turn 2 now. He's going through turn 2 now. I keep forgetting how long this track is, but anyway, down the long stretch he goes. Comes through turn 4 now. Out of turn 4, very smooth coming out of turn 4. Going to stick to that wall like glue as he comes down towards the line now. Across the yard of bricks, that's good enough for a 41.221. Only good enough for P11 right now. We're still waiting for times from Christopher and Travis Bennett not laid down a time yet. I mean, Bennett is one of the people in with a shout of taking the championship this season. He is in 3rd in points. And our current pole sitter, Brian Beard, is up there in the top 5 as well in points. So good to see him up there, especially after winning Texas 2 weeks ago. So out of turn 4 he comes again. Jeff Webker coming down to the line. Crosses the line now. Where's that going to put him? In P6. So good time there for the man in the 97. Let's not forget that this is the Throwback IndyCar Series, sponsored by 94 Motorsports. So don't forget that 94 Motorsports are the sponsors of this series, as we're still watching Jeff Webker make his way around the track there. Trying to turn them laps and get used to this track in this car again. I mean, we don't see this car around very often. Since the IR18 has come about, the IR05 has become pretty much non-existent these days. It's running the fun official race thing, the Dallara Dash, but nothing else is running it, really, apart from obviously this series. So great respect going out to this league for showing this car some love. We always love to see this car out on track, as we've got Jeff Webker now slowing down and finishing his time as Travis Bennett is coming out on track now. So we've finally got the man in 3rd in points coming through, and he's going to start his qualifying run now. Just leaves Christopher, the last man, to not take a time here. Through turn 2 goes, through turn 4 goes Travis Bennett to start his qualifying run now. And where will this put him? He's got championship rivals Andy Yerk in P8 and Bart Workman is in P12. So a good result here will close that gap between himself and the top 2. I think the gap is like 39 points, so it's not too far behind. And how Yerk and Workman would love to get a good finish here tonight to cement their top 2 in the championship, as Bennett comes out of turn 4 down towards the yard of bricks and he crosses them right now. That is good enough for P11 so far, 41.141. As that is going to do it for qualifying. Bennett only going to have to settle for P11 here. Can only manage one lap here at Indianapolis for qualifying. So with that, that is going to do it for qualifying. We are going to bring up the grid now and let you know who is starting where here tonight. That's and that'll do. And starting up on the pole here at Indianapolis is Mr. Brian Beard. He'll be joined on the front row by Brandon Schoen. Row 2 will be Jackson Freer and Jeff Webker out of the Midwest. That's row 3, sorry. Let's start that again, shall we? Brian Beard and Brandon Schoen on row 1. Mark Nadeau and Eric Jeffers on row 2. We've already seen row 3. Brian Peel and Andy Yerk in row 4. Oh, for goodness sake. I seem to be having problems with the grid. Great. Anyway, that is pretty much what the grid is looking like anyway. The first part of the let's try it again now. I fixed it, I think. No, I haven't. Yeah, I have. So the third row will be Jackson Freer and Jeff Webker. Row 4 will be Brian Peel and Andy Yerk. Row 5 will be Nate Burke and Stephen Parks. Row 6 will be Travis Bennett and Johnny Antonucci. And starting shotgun on the field will be Bart Workman and Chris Stouffer back there in P14. The only driver not to set a time here tonight at Indy. So they all start rolling away now. We've got 14 drivers set to take the green here. Actually, Chris Stouffer going to stay in pit road. I don't think he's going to be taking the green here tonight. I don't even think he's in the session. So that will be 13 cars taking the green here tonight for 80 laps here at Indianapolis. A quick check of the weather before we go to green here. 79 degrees ambient air temperature. 97 degrees Fahrenheit on the track. So a bit warmer than it is in the air on the track as it usually is. We know tarmac likes to warm up a lot quicker than the air does because of the sun. So going to be making some very interesting racing here tonight at Indy. I apologise if I'm coughing a lot. I've just got over a cold, so yeah, not very nice. But anyway, there is Brian Beard, and looking to get 2 wins in a row here at Indianapolis, and Indianapolis will be a special one if he wins this one. And through turn 4 they come. Pace car going to make that hard left turn into pit road right now. There the pace car goes. The fielding control of Brian Beard as we're getting ready to go here at Indy. And Brian Beard steps on the lap pedal and 80 laps are underway here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And you see almost immediately Mark Nadeau challenging for that second place from Brandon Schoen. Taking it away from him as straight away as Brian Beard holds on to lead Mark Nadeau in second. And here comes Eric Jeffers now up to the top 3. Nadu going to come down the track to fend him off there as they go towards turn 3. And successfully holds him off. Brandon Schoen falling from 2nd to 4th at the end of this lap. And he's got Jeff Webker right on his tail here. And you see it already, the Indy Snake already starting to take effect here as Brian Beard goes to the bottom of the track to break the draft from Martin Nader, who's kind of worked here because Jeff has moves up to 2nd now. And there might have been some slight contact there somewhere in the pack. I heard a bang of wheels. As Christopher is on track, we do have 14 drivers here. And he started from pit road, so wanted to start from the way back as here comes Eric Jeffers now to the inside of Brian Beard. And out of turn 4, it's going to be Jeffers down towards the line unless Brian Beard can get a big toe off of the 4. And it looks like Jeffers might have just had that, and he did. So on lap 3, Jeffers leads lap 2. But Brian Beard almost immediately taking it back there. You see him right there. This battle's still raging on between these two. Martin Adu just sitting back and watching the action unfold in front of him. Man who started on the front row, Brandon Schoen, is trying his best to hold off Jeff Wilkie. You see Travis Bennett almost getting into the wall in the background in that Dr. Pepper number 14. Everybody jostling for positions as here comes Schoen again to the bottom of the track. To the inside of Nadu. Is he going to make the move work though? Nadu going to have the better momentum going through turn 1. And Schoen has to fall back and back into the clutches of Jeff Webker. Webker himself under attack now by Nate Burke. Doing the Indy Snake down the backstretch. As here comes Jeffers now trying the outside pass on Brian Beard. So Beard going to lead this lap now as well. Nadu now under pressure again from Brandon Schoen for that 3rd spot. Everybody's still pretty much together now, apart from Christopher, who's 16.5 seconds off the lead. And Nadu almost trying to move there on Jeffers. Everybody getting single file now, just probably settling down for the long run here. Well, not unless your name is Eric Jeffers, as he's going to try the outside there of Brian Beard. Not going to make it stick as Beard holds him off. To come through turn 2. Indy Snakes everywhere. It looks like Travis Bennett and Jackson Free are the only ones to stay on the outside there. Jeff Wilker's fallen all the way back to P9 after all that. Andy Yerk is back there. Brian Peel is right there. Bart Wortman is there. Johnny Antonucci a few car lengths back there in P13. Antonucci, very much an all-rounder on iRacing. He does all sorts of racing. He loves the stock cars. He loves Indy cars. He just loves racing altogether. So good to see him there. There's Martin Nadu. You see it right there. Nadu and Burke both up to 2nd and 3rd. So Eric Jeffers falling back to 4th as here comes Burke to the inside of Nadu. Takes away the position and Jeffers going to try and follow him through. Almost contact between Jeffers and Nadu. And Brandon Schoen falling back to 6th there. He's going to try the inside pass on Stephen Parks now. But he's falling backwards as Jackson Free going to try the outside pass and he makes it work. So Nate Burke up to 2nd now. He's going to be the next one to try and challenge for that lead. But here comes Nadu again to the inside of Burke, and he's going to take away second place. All this battling behind Brian Beard is helping Beard get away here. He's almost half a second ahead, and they're almost 3 wide going into turn 1. This usually ends up badly as Jeffers has to back out of it. As we got a spinner there, that's Nate Burke! And Travis Bennett involved as well. Let's take a look and see what happened there. Caution number 1 is out on the track here. And we did say these 3 wides usually tend to end in a bad way. And you saw it right there. Burke got into the wall and he took Travis Bennett with him. Take a look from the chopper cam here. And oh, it was contact between Nadu and Burke. It wasn't Nadu, it was Stephen Parks, I apologise. Take another look at that again. Yeah, it was Stephen Parks and Nate Burke in turn 2. So unfortunate there. As we go back live again. And we're under caution number 1 here at Indianapolis. And you know Burke did not want to see that happen this early in the races. He's got one hell of a wreck car there. And Christopher is caught at the back of the field now with that caution. So he's going to be happy to see that happen. Brian Beard, your leader here tonight. For the first caution. Led all but 1 lap here tonight as Eric Jeffers has led the other one. So with that, we're going to step away for a quick commercial break. We'll be right back in just a moment. Do not go anywhere. And we're back live here at Indianapolis. We are about to go back to green again. Lights are off on the pace car here. We have got single file restarts here. Brian Peel going to lead them back to the green here. He decided to stay out and get the, I believe, a bonus point for leading a lap here at Indy. So the pace car is off. And we're back on the green here again. Green flag flies. And Brian Peel going to lead them down as Brian Beard is still in second place. You see Martin Nadu there in third. Eric Jeffers in fourth. Jackson Freer in fifth. Stephen Parks has fallen back to sixth there. How long will it be before they catch Brian Peel though? Brian Peel's still got a decent gap over everybody else. Despite having 13 laps on his tyres. The main battle right now is for third place there. You see Eric Jeffers, Martin Nadu, Jackson Freer and Stephen Parks all there together. Two different teams it seems. As you see Parks going to the inside of Freer and taking away that fifth spot. Good move for him there. It looks like Nadu's going to try and line up a pass here on Eric Jeffers. Is he? No, he's not. He's going to stay behind him going into turn 3. Is he winding up for a move on him though through turn 4, out of turn 4? That's where the main passes usually happen. It looks like Brian Beard has caught to the back of Brian Peel now. We'll go to that in a second. But here comes Martin Nadu out of turn 4. Is he going to make the move on Jeffers? The answer, he thought about it, but backed out of it just at the last second. Meanwhile, back on the front, we will go to this battle now between Brian Peel and Brian Beard. This battle of the Bryans here. Beard is going to try and work up a pass here, possibly out of turn 4. And it looks like we've got two teammates battling it out there for... Oh, we've got someone in the wall there. Oh, grazing the wall. Might have been Stephen Parks there. He's trying the outside pass, maybe. I believe it was, as Brian Peel still holding on there ahead of Brian Beard. Eric Jeffers looks like he's starting to pull away from these guys behind him. You see Nadu and Parks doing everything they can to keep Jackson Freer behind them as Christopher's right there now in P7. Brian Beard finally moves his way up to the lead as now Brian Peel is under attack from Eric Jeffers for that second spot. And Christopher's dispatched Jackson Freer and he's going to try and make a pass on one of these turn 4 drivers. He's going to try the outside line going into 3. Is he going to make it work? Oh, very close to the wall there. Let's try the outside pass on. Stephen Parks still right there. Stouffer still holding on to that outside. He's alongside Parks. But Parks going to have the better run through one, or is he? Because look at Stouffer still keeping it wound up on that high side. And still side by side with Parks as they come out of 2 down the back stretch. 3 wide now for 4th place. And great move there by Stouffer. Is he going to try the outside pass on Nadu at the same time? He is. Great move there by Chris Stouffer to move up to 4th place. Double outside passes there by the man in the number 7. Very impressive driving there by Stouffer. Back in the front still, Brian Beard, Brian Peel and Eric Jeffers. Again, I apologise for the coughing. It's... yeah. I hate being sick. But anyway, Nadu going to move to the inside there. Steve Parks just holding station behind them right now. Travis Bennett, despite being caught up in the first caution, he is back there in P7. Looks like he managed to limp it back to pit road. And burn the all-important fast repair as well, so... Unfortunately, he had to do that this early, but look at Nadu now to the inside of Stouffer. Like, no way you're going to pass me and get away with it, and he does get back by Stouffer, but Stouffer going to look to the inside again as they go towards turn 3. He's going to get the run going in there, and he does, and he takes away P4 again. Top 3 still together as well. Beer, Peel and Jeffers are still at 1.3 seconds ahead of now Christopher is in 4th. Here comes Nadu again. And looks like Parks is going to try and follow him through. Oh, very close between Stouffer and Nadu. But Nadu takes back P4. And now he's going to defend this time. Stouffer going to try the outside pass again. Not going to make it work this time. Is he going to try and get him down towards turn 1 though? That's the question. Going to try the outside again. Like still outside, that double pass he made a couple of laps ago was absolutely scintillating. Let's not forget the guys behind him though. Again, we've got Travis Bennett, man, who's sitting in 3rd place in the points. Brandon Schoen, who started 2nd on the grid, currently in P8. Jeff Wipker in P9. Bart Workman, man in 2nd place in points, is in P10. And Jackson Freer is there as well, P11, just outside the top 10. Points leader Andy Yerk has got Nate Burke, who's a lap down behind him, and Johnny Antonucci's there as well. That's the last 3 spots in your field here tonight. 14 drivers in the field, and that is your top 3 right there. That's Brian Beard, Brian Peel, and Eric Jeffers. You've got to wonder how long can Brian Peel hold on for. He's got 23 laps on those tyres now. Out of turn 4, it looks like Eric Jeffers lining up Brian Peel for a pass here. Going into turn 1. Not going to make it work. They're just going to stay in line, it seems, and just walk away from the guys behind them. Stouffer, Nadu and Park still battling it out for that 4th spot. Nadu going to try and take it back again as they come down the backstretch. I think they finally realised they need to kind of work together to try and catch that top 3 because they are pulling away now. Well, they were pulling away before they started getting in line. Stouffer's still in 4th. Nadu in 5th, Parks in 6th, Travis Bennett just back there in P7 as well. He's got Brandon Schoen right behind him as well. Good run from everybody. We are past quarter distance here in this race. Lap 25 of 80. And at the line we will have 55 laps remaining. That's Brian Beard, still your leader here. We come out of turn 1 again, through turn 2. And Brian Peel doing an amazing job to stay with Brian Beard and almost gets to the back of him actually coming out of 2. And you see now, the rest of the pack are catching up to the top 3. Stouffer and Nadu side by side again. Stephen Parks is in the wall. in a big way. Needs to kind of come off the track before the rest of the guys catch him, and he does. Does the normal thing and comes straight down to pit road to get that damage fixed. And we stay under green flag conditions here. And with that, the pack is pretty much all bunched up again as Brian Beard still leads this thing. Brian Peel second, Eric Jeffers in third, Chris Stouffer now less than half a second behind Eric Jeffers, with Martin Adu pushing him all the way. So your top five altogether now, that is Beard, Peel, Jeffers, Stouffer and Naidu. 7/10 back from them as Jeffers gets pushed up wide there. That's going to let Stouffer and Naidu through. Well, Stouffer at least anyway. Naidu's got a bit more work to do to try and get by him. And he does get by him. Jeffers falling from third to fifth in the space of two corners now. And there is Jeffers right there. You see Travis Bennett starting to close the gap as well. So we're going to be throwing a nice big blanket over the top 10 in a minute as they're all getting bunched up once again. You see Naidu still working on the back of Chris Stouffer here. Doing the Indy Snake once again. Brian Peel getting very punchy here, as is Chris Stouffer. You see him trying the outside line there. As Brian Peel going to move to the inside of Brian Beard. Moves to the point now. Can he get the lap led though? He's on pretty much Flintstone tyres now. 30 laps on those tyres. Oh. As now it's Chris Stouffer to the point here. Can Stouffer get the lap led? He will. He's a good couple of car lengths ahead of Martin Naidu. Brian Beard has fallen all the way back to P5 and he's in danger of losing it to Travis Bennett now, who's moving to the inside of him. And Bennett does get by him. Here comes Brandon Schoen as well. Schoen not close enough to make a move. So Stouffer, your new leader here. And he's got Martin Adu still pushing him all the way. Eric Jeffers somehow finds his way back into third place. And now Brian Peel brings it down pit road. He had 31 laps on those tyres, so definitely needed to bring them down at this point. Martin Adu got that lap led. I believe, no he didn't, but he had the nose out in front. For a second, can he get a lap led here? As he's side by side with Stouffer now. Who's going to get the momentum out of this one? They're still side by side. Let's go through four. Almost contact again between these two. Drag race down to the line now. Can Naidu get any momentum out of it? No, he can't. Stouffer leads his third lap, coming across the line. And they're catching, it looks like Brian Peel coming out of pit road, and it is. Oh, Brian Peel getting a bit shaky coming out of pit road on those cold tyres. Looks like Eric Jeffers wants to join in on the fun here. As we are now working lap 33 of 80. Now we're about to go on to lap 34. Only one caution here tonight involving Nate Burke and Travis Bennett is currently up in fourth. Stephen Parks has put his car on the hauler. So Stephen Parks is your first retirement of the night. This is your top four right now. Travis Bennett up in a fantastic fourth place. This will help him in the championship points if he stays where he is, come to the checkered flag. Good position for him to be in. Let's ride on board with Travis Bennett as he tries to work his way forward here. So we're going to go quiet for a minute, and we're going to work a lap with Travis Bennett as he circulates around the infamous Indianapolis Motor Speedway. So you see Travis Bennett still working behind these three right now. Not able to find a way by as yet, as there goes Brian Beard into pit road now. We've got another one coming out of pit road as well. I believe that's Nate Burt coming out again. It is. Where is Brian Peel out of all of this? He's coming round out of turn 2, so he has got some catching up to do if he wants to get past Brian Beard here. In my back of the front, who else is going to peel off into pit road? We'll find out in just a second. As they come out of turn 4, nobody else peeling off into pit road, so nothing going on there just yet. Everybody's still very bunched together here. Stouffer's still your leader. Nadeau in second, but he's under pressure from Eric Jeffers. Travis Bennett still in fourth. You see Brandon Schoen and Bart Workman up there in P6 as well. Remember, he's second in points. Jeff Welker currently sitting in P7. As here comes Mark Nadeau and Brandon Schoen into pit road. And Schoen actually got the pass on Mark Nadeau just before the commitment cones. That is a legal move if you manage to get it done before those cones. So good work there by Brandon Schoen to get by Mark Nadeau. Question is, will they get out ahead of Brian Beard? Beard is on his way down the backstretch now. And he's got the lead pack right behind him. Stouffer now up to a 3/10 of a second lead over Eric Jeffers. Travis Bennett up to third now. Workman and Wubka up to fourth and fifth respectively, as they're all going to bring it down now. This is the rest of the pack bringing it down pit road. Antonucci brought it down as well. He's just coming out of pit road himself. And Brian Beard did get out ahead of Brandon Schoen and Mark Nadeau, so good pit strategy there by the man in the 5. But we're going to go to our pit cam right now. As Travis Bennett, very strange angle going into pit road. But here comes Chris Stouffer now. Jackson Free getting it all wrong going into pit road in his pit box there. So after it all shakes out, who comes out in the lead? It might be very close, as there's Brian Beard in the background. So green flag stops have happened. Chris Stouffer gets himself back out in the lead with Eric Jeffers in second. Biggest loser out of all of that was Martin Nadeau. Very conservative going into pit road. Brandon Schoen got by him before the commitment codes going into pit road, so he's fallen down to P7 now. Travis Bennett has fallen back as well. And Jackson Freer really got it wrong into pit road. And he lost a ton of spots and he's down in P11 now. Nate Burke has also put it on the hauler. He's now out of this race. So we're down to 12 drivers left in this thing. And we're past halfway now. That is your leader right there. That is Chris Stouffer. Eric Jeffers in second. Brian Beard in third place. Bart Workman in fourth. But look at the drivers behind him. Nadeau now starting to make a move up through the pack now as they're 3 wide down the backstretch. But Nadeau up to P4 now. Question is, can he catch up to the back of Brian Beard? There is Beard right there going into turn 1. He is 2.2 seconds ahead of Nadeau. Stouffer's still your leader. Jeff is starting to close him down though. This is a battle right here though. These 4 drivers here, Nadeau, Workman, Wubke and Schoen all together. Very interesting driving between these guys. Very much keeping it in line. They know they need to catch the people in front of them. So this is your 3-way battle here. And it's all less than 1/10 of a second between those 4 drivers. Nadeau in 4th, Bart Workman in 5th, Jeff Webker in 6th. All interesting stuff right there. Back in the front though, Chris Stouffer now has been caught by Eric Jeffers. Can Stouffer hold on? Who knows as they come down the backstretch again. We're on lap 46 of 80 here. We're past halfway. We're heading towards the final part of this race as Jeffers took a small look going into turn 3 there. Out of turn 4. They're still in one singular line. All very close with the wall for Bart Workman coming out of turn 4 in the distance. Oh, we got a spinner! That is Martin Nadeau, I believe. It is. That's going to bring out caution number 2 here. It is, and it does. Let's take a look and see what happened here. Workman was trying to move to the inside there. Wubke was going with him. And Wubke got into the back of him there. I believe. Let's take a look at the chopper cam. Definite contact there between the two, I believe. Take a look at the Goodyear blimp. Oh, maybe it was a bit of a 6 of one and half a dozen the other, but definitely looked like there was a slight bit of contact between the two. Martin Adu having to burn a fast repair now, which is unfortunate to say the least. So we're on to caution number 2 here at Indy. I'm going to step away for a quick commercial break. We'll be right back in just a couple of moments. And we are live back here at Indianapolis. We are on the caution number 2 here. We're on lap 51, so 30 laps to go here at Indianapolis. And Mark Nadeau putting his car on the hauler, but we have Brian Beard back in the lead with Bart Workman right behind him. Those two both decided to stay out as the pace car is about to take the hard left turn into pit road here. So we will be going back to green with Bart Workman in second place, and most importantly Brian Beard in the lead. But importantly for the championship, Bart Workman is in second place, so going to be interested to see if he can stay ahead there. You see Travis Bennett at the back there. Andy Yerkes in the middle of that little pack as well. And we're back on the green once again. Brian Beard and Bart Workman going to work into turn 1 with Chris Stover in third place there. And we're going to ride on board with Chris Stover for a lap, and we'll be right back as I've got to deal with something right here. I'll be right back in a minute. You see, as we ride on board with Christopher, he has now moved up to second place. Apologies for the delay there. I had a couple of technical issues I had to deal with. But we're here, we're back live again. We should be okay now. So there you go, that's your top 4 right there. Beard, Stouffer, Workman up in the top 3 now. Eric Jeffers has been there the whole time this race. As once again, I apologise. Technical gremlins taking control here tonight for some unknown reason. But we got it sorted. We're back on the way now, and the top 4 have actually checked out from 5th place. Andy Yerk there. Yerk is 1.4 seconds, 1.7 seconds off the lead. I apologise. He's got Brandon Sharon, Jackson Freer, Jeff Wilker, Travis Bennett, Brian Peel, and Johnny Antonucci. Johnny Antonucci is about 3 seconds back off that pack. So Brian Peel is the last man in that pack there in P10. And we only have 11 drivers left of the 14 that started. Mark Nady, the most recent man to put it on the hauler, as we have 21 laps to go here at Indy. And the battle here is at the front between this top 4 here. And who's going to come out on top, we do not know. And while you were watching the onboard there, Stouffer did make his way up to 2nd place, so he was. The Workman was in 2nd place at one point when we went back to green. Stouffer able to make his way back up there into 2nd place. He's got to try and get a run on Brian Beard now as they come down towards turn 1. 20 laps to go here at Indy. And who knows, next year, from what I've been hearing, league owner Scott Bolster looking to extend this race to the full 500 miles. So that should be something to look forward to. 33 of these beasts taking it around the track for 200 laps. That would be just awesome to see again. Not seen that since 2011, obviously, in real life. Anyway, Brian Beard still your leader. Christopher in 2nd, Bart Workman in 3rd, Eric Jeffers in 4th. Andy Yerk still holding on to that 5th spot though. Should be good for him. Won't be pretty much damage limitation for him if he's trying to hold on to that top spot. He's staying very well ahead of Brandon Sharon there. Sharon hasn't really made a move yet. Just been lying right behind him. I think they're all working together to try and catch the top 4, sorry. It seems to be working because they're about 1.5 seconds back now from the top 4. And they seem to be going a lot faster than everybody else in front of them. So it's definitely working for them. Brian Beard, though, still hanging on to that top spot with 18 laps to go here at Indy. That won't mean he'll come across the line in first, though. We've all watched these Indy races before. We know how they go down. It can end in tears for some and glory for others. But again, just want to point out, Brian Beard is looking to make it 2 race wins in a row. Remember, last time out, he won at Texas. Would definitely love to do it again here at Indy. See Workman just taking a sneak peek to the inside of Chris Stouffer there. As these guys are really reeling in. The gap's still 1.8 seconds between Andy Yerk and the leader. That's 1.5 seconds between Yerk and Jeffers. You see the gap right there as they come down the main straight. come out of turn 2 down the backstretch once again. 16 laps to go. And now, here comes Freer to the inside of Yerk. Has got the gap, he's got the line. Yerk can't do anything about it. And looks like Wubka and Schoen going to follow him through. Looks like Travis Bennett going to stay to the outside. No, swaps positions. And now Bennett going to go to the inside of Yerk. He's going to have 3 drivers going past him. Unless Yerk can get some better speed going through that turn 1 complex, and he does. Just manages to stay out in front. And with 15 laps to go here, it's pretty much go time for these guys. And now Freer has got by Yerk. As for, sorry, I apologise for that. So Freer and Schoen are up into 5th and 6th respectively. Brian Beard still holding on. While these guys were battling behind them, they've actually managed to pull away. The gap now 2.8 seconds between the leader and our new man in P5, Jackson Freer. And Brandon Schoen looking very punchy there as they come down the start-finish straight. And they're starting to gap Andy Yerk now, and it's going to be Jeff Wubka, the next man behind him. I'm wondering if Andy Yerk is actually struggling for pace now on the older tyres. I believe we might actually have another pit stop coming up soon, as Brian Beard has got 30 laps on his tyres. And he's only made 2 pit stops here, let's not forget. Let's see if he peels down into pit road now, and he does! And he brings Bart Workman with him. Chris Stouffer and Eric Jeffers, I believe. They're not quite going to make it, I don't think. They're going to try. But Stouffer and Eric Jeffers up to first and second. The Freer, Schoen, Yerk, Wubka, Bennett, Peel, and Antonucci is a bit of a ways back. He's way back there on his own in P9. Brian Beard is not down. He's down and away now. Bart Workman going to follow him out. They've made their final pit stops of the night. Chris Stouffer and Eric Jeffers right there too. That is your battle for the lead right there between Chris Stouffer, Eric Jeffers in second, Jackson Freer up to third, and Brandon Schoen in fourth. Andy Yerk still right there in P5. And Travis Bennett up to P6 now. That could be important for the championship. If you can stay ahead of Bart Workman, that is. That's if they don't have to make it down pit road once again. Ten laps to go here now. Let's get into that point now. Who is going to claim Indy glory here in the Throwback IndyCar Series? Sponsored by 94 Motorsports. Going to be interested to see who's going to come out on top. At the moment, it seems like it's between Stouffer and Jeffers. But again, as this track has already proved, anything can happen at this point. As you saw right there, Stouffer getting very high out of turn 2. Might have lost a tiny bit of momentum to Jeffers. Jeffers getting a better run, but Stouffer doing everything he can to defend from the 4. No action between the guys behind them. 8 laps to go now here. It's going to be 8 agonising laps for Stouffer. See if he can hold on. Jackson Freer going to be under pressure from Brandon Schoen as they go into turn 3. Looks like Travis Bennett going to put his championship rival Andy Yerk under pressure as well. And everybody's starting to get chippy now. This is getting exciting now as we get into the closing stages of this race. So Travis Bennett on the back of Andy Yerk. Brandon Schoen on the back of Jackson Freer. Eric Jeffers all over the back of Chris Stouffer. When will they make the move? You know Jeffers would love to make a move before this is said and done. At least try and get the lead away from Stouffer. The most amazing part of this, though, is the fact that Chris Stouffer started from pit road. And he's made his way to the front just after that first caution, managed to catch the pack. And we've only had 2 cautions here tonight as well, so very, very impressive from these guys. Six laps to go here. Everybody's still bunched up right behind them. Jackson Freer still holding on. Now Brandon Schoen taking a little peek to the inside there of Freer. Is he going to try and get a run out of turn 4? Freer getting very close to the wall there. And here comes Bennett to the inside of Freer. Of Schoen, sorry. And Travis Bennett up to 4th, but Schoen going to nudge him out wide and take that 4th place back. There's 5 to go. It's time to go for these guys. As Freer has actually extended his lead over Schoen. And he's going to try and lock down that 3rd spot now. So good move there for Freer. Making the guys battle behind him as here comes Bennett again to try to make a pass on Schoen. Is he going to make a move? No, he's not. Yerk under pressure from Brian Peel now. Remember, Brian Peel led a few laps of this race as well. And he's working on the back of Andy Yerk now. He's got Jeff Wobka right behind him. Wobka currently sitting in P8. Beard and Workman getting the strategy a bit wrong there. They weren't expecting the green flags to go this long. They're mired back in P10 and 11. As Eric Jeffers to the point now. Very important move. Let's take another look at that and see what happened. Out of turn 4, Jeffers got the run. And got the move done before turn 1. So great move there by Jeffers. As we go back live again, can Chris Stouffer find a way back by him? The answer right now is no, as Travis Bennett to 3rd. And Stouffer is going into pit road. He hasn't got enough fuel. That's going to move Travis Bennett up to 2nd place after he's passed Jackson Freer. We're 2 laps to go here in Indy. The Bennett up to 2nd, Freer into 3rd. Wubka up to 4th now. Wubka making a late race run here as he's going to try the inside of Jackson Freer. Gonna get the move done. But that man right there, Eric Jeffers, only has 1 more lap to go around, and he's going to claim the win here tonight. Travis Bennett under pressure from Jeff Wopker has moved on to second place now. Or has he? Because Bennett's going to try and challenge to the outside. He knows it's the final lap. He knows he's going to try and get that position back. But Wopker for the second. For a moment up to second place. Is Bennett going to try the inside line there going into turn 3? And he's going to take it away. Wopker up wide. And down towards the line, coming out of turn 4. Here comes Eric Jeffers for the win. A fantastic victory as he wins in Indy. Travis Bennett going to come across the line for second. Jeff Wopker for third. Andy Yerk for fourth. And Yerk is out of fuel. Same for Jackson Freer. Brian Beard and Bart Workman, who's going to claim 7th place here. And Workman going to move to the inside there. It's going to be very close going down towards the line. But Beard, Brian Beard, going to hold on for 7th place. Bart Workman for 8th. Chris Stouffer for 9th. Johnny Antonucci for 10th. And Brandon Schoen ran out of fuel, I believe. Oh no, he wrecked. What happened there? Oh, he wrecked coming out of turn 4. Let's take a look there. Oh, he got it all wrong. Hit the wall in a big way. Disappointed into his race, but the man in charge right at the end of all that. Was Mr. Eric Jeffers making fuel strategy work to his advantage here. And we are going to speak to the guys out in the chat now. I hope. As we are going to reach out to our winner, if I can. I can't drag anybody, that's great. Gonna send the league owner a quick little message there. So while we're waiting for that to happen, just going to take a quick break and recollect our thoughts, and we'll be back in just a second. And we're back live here at Indy. A great race there. Only 2 cautions for the whole race, and fantastic result for one man. Let's bring the race winner into the chat now, as we are gonna hopefully move him. So I'm just waiting to try and see if we can get this fixed there. Nobody wants to come to talk to me. Oh. So there we go. We got people coming into the chat now. As I said, I'm going to come down here and speak to the top three because I can't be bothered trying to drag people now. Let's speak to our winner first, though. That's Mr. Eric Jeffers. Eric, running in the top five for the most part of the race and capitalising on Chris Stowe for making that late pit stop. Were you expecting that near the end there?
I knew it was going to be really close. When we put on the yellow, I didn't think we could make it, but as we got running, I saw it was going to be really close. So I went into fuel save mode, and I knew he had been out in front that whole time, so I thought I was going to be in better shape than him, and I was right. I actually ran out of gas coming across the line.
Yeah, we saw you stop there on the backstretch just coming out of turn two, but it was all worth it in the end. Coming home with a checker flag here tonight, you definitely made that patience pay off, and definitely you've got to be happy to get that win here tonight, especially at Indy.
Yeah, for sure. It was a really great race. I just it's only my second start in here, and I've really enjoyed it. Yeah, I had a choice to make. Do I save fuel or do I go for the lead in case the yellow came out? And I got the lead, and then he pit. So and I just kind of tried to coast around and just bring it home.
Yeah, and bring it home. You did. Congratulations on the win here tonight, Eric. Definitely one to save it here tonight, especially with Indy. I'm not sure if you're going to be running the official Indy 500 this weekend, but it's got to give you a lot of confidence going to that one, right?
Yeah, I might run that. I haven't decided yet, but I've I really had a lot of fun. I enjoy the old Indy cars, and it was a great group of guys in here, and I'm really enjoying it. So looking forward to the rest of them.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations, Eric. Definitely a well-deserved win. You were up there for the most of the night. Is there anybody you'd like to give a shout out to before we let you go?
It's the league itself. Everybody in here. It's a really great group of guys, and Travis is really the one who got me in here. I've been racing with Travis for a really long time. He keeps telling me you need to run, and I finally joined, and I'm glad I did.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations one more time. And we're going to speak to Travis now. Travis, second place here tonight. Pretty much mired in the mid-pack for the most part, but come home with the second place here tonight. You got to be happy with that one, especially with the championship with it in mind as well.
Oh man, it almost feels like I won the race. I'm so happy. Finished second, man, from missing qualifying by a lap. Had to take my very first lap for my qualifying. To starting in the back, getting wrecked, messing up on a pit stop, being stuck in the backpack. I'm really ecstatic for second place.
Yeah, and just give us your thoughts, especially with the championship in mind. That's going to close the gap between you and Bart Workman and Andy Yerk as well. Do you reckon you might have a chance with the season coming to as the season progresses?
I sure hope so because since I started this league, I was down 2 or 3 races, I believe. So I've already started at a disadvantage. But here lately, it's been a podium every race except for one race, I believe, at Mid Ohio. So just trying to keep it rolling.
And keep it rolling. You did, capitalizing on some late pit stops by Brian Beard, who won last week at Texas, and Bart Workman as well, who you actually challenging with for the championship. Were you expected to see those pit stops happen, or did you think they were going to try and make it to the end as well as you guys?
I thought we was going to get another pit stop, to be honest with you. But me and Eric were talking, and I was like, "All right, Eric, call out what's your estimated at the line?" And I was always maybe a 0.3 or 0.2 more than him. So we was sitting there running, and when it was just Eric by himself, I just dropped the hammer, dropped it in fifth, and just tried to get to the front of the pack just in case he ran out a little premature.
Okay, Travis. Well, congratulations on the second place there. Definitely going to be giving you a lot of confidence with the championship in mind again. Is there anybody you'd like to give a shout out to for tonight's result?
Oh man, it's just the whole league in general, pretty much everybody. It's not too often you get to run at Indy and you have zero incidents as far as not non-racing incidents. So it was really great racing with a good group of guys.
Okay, Travis. Well, congratulations on the second place. Just going to move on to our third place driver now. My good old friend, Mr. Jeff Webker. Jeff, again, mired in the mid pack for the most part, but managed to bring it home for third place. Late race run there. Where did that speed come from near the end there?
Good question, Sam. I don't know if those cars were saving fuel, maybe, because it just seemed like I got a little bit of a toe on them and went right around them. And outside of the fourth car there, I think it might have been Andy York. I'm not sure, but whoever that last or that first driver up in that pack was, I couldn't get around him, but I think he made it on fuel. The rest of those guys might have been trying to conserve a little bit, which is what I was doing also. I had left it in 6th gear, and as you know, around this track, they're usually geared for 5th and 6th gear. You get that little extra torque, coming out of the turn when you bog out, and then you put it in 5th, and then you throw it back in 6th before the turns. And I just sat back there in 6th gear and conserved fuel, and it all played out pretty well for me.
Definitely did that, and especially after the disappointment of last race, which I've apologized profusely for.
That's okay.
Definitely got to be good. You've had a good start to your run in this league. I mean, I believe your first race was Milwaukee, right? Am I right?
Yeah, I think I had a pretty good. Day at Milwaukee. That was my first race with the league. I've been really content with the league. Scott Bolster, he's doing a great job. I like his review. He's the eye in the sky to kind of check out the incidents and so forth. And I had an incident today. That was my fault. I just went back and looked at it. I had kind of pushed a little high into the turn. I entered the turn a little high and got into Mark Nadeau. So all of my apologies go out to Mark. It was one of those deals where somebody can jump in sim racing, somebody can jump in the cockpit with you, and my wife happened to come in the room just as I was entering turn 1.
Yeah, don't you just love it when that happens?
Yeah.
But
I'm only going 220 miles an hour right now, honey.
But yeah, that's the nature of Indy, though. Those incidents happen. We've seen it in real life. We've seen it on iRacing countless amount of times.
Yeah.
So nothing to worry about there. But you did come home for third place despite all the incidents, and definitely well deserved. So congratulations there, Jeff. And we'll see all three of you guys in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, and I give a shout out to Scott, the league, you for announcing. As usual, you do a great job. And I'm hoping who was it that's ill right now? One of your cohorts in the booth.
Oh, that's Tony.
Who is it?
Tony.
Tony. Yeah. I hope he's doing okay. I want to give a shout out to Tony. We're all thinking about him. I don't know his situation, but I think about him. And I thank my wife for letting me do this so much. And I got a cousin named Sherry Fujinaka who watches me as a loyal viewer. So, and the rest of the guys in the league, everybody did a great job.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations, guys, and that is your top 3 for this week at Indy, and we'll see all 3 of you next week wherever we are. I can't remember where we are.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's on schedule myself, Sam. So we'll see you on track.
Absolutely.
Soon.
Richmond.
Oh yeah, I won't be in the booth next week because I'll be in America myself. So yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, you're gonna have a good old time at Indy.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, congratulations again, and we'll see you next week in Richmond.
All right, thanks, Sam.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Sam. See you guys.
As that was our top 3 there, and just let the cat out the bag there. Yeah, I'm going to be at Indy next week, so that's going to be an interesting thing right there. As I was going to drag Scott Bolster in there and see if I could talk to him, but he must be busy elsewhere. But anyway, let's go to our results for tonight's race. As we have a winner here, and that was Mr. Eric Jeffers capitalising. Well, making the pass on Christopher and getting it done by way of Christopher actually bringing it pit side. So unfortunate there for Stouffer, but Jeffers capitalising on that, bringing home the win. Travis Bennett helping him in the championship here. He came up into second place late on and held on to it just ahead of Jeff Webker, who finished in third. Brian Peel in fourth. Brian Peel in fifth. Andy Yerk in fifth. Jackson Freer fell back near the end. He came in sixth. Late pit stops for Brian Beard and Bart Wortman, who finished in seventh and eighth respectively. Same for Chris Stouffer. He has to sell for ninth. And rounding out your top 10 is Johnny Antonucci. In 11th place is Brandon Showen. 12th place is Martin Nadu. 13th was Nate Burke. And rounding out your field of 14 tonight was Stephen Parks. Well, that is going to do it for us tonight here on ESPN. This was the Throwback IndyCar Series presented by 94 Motorsports. Definitely a league worth checking out if you want some of that good old-fashioned IRO5 action. Looking ahead on our schedule, tomorrow we have the SRCA Truck Series as they contend the next round of their Cup Series. Also, tomorrow night we will have the qualifying round of the NASCAR Online All-Star Series. And yeah, it's All-Star weekend, ladies and gentlemen, as that's taking part. And then Saturday you can join Adam in the booth for the finale, the finals in that one. The All-Star Open is tomorrow night. The All-Star race itself is on Saturday. You can join. You can find me in the booth for the Open, and Adam in the booth for the main. Then after that, we are back on the way over to Indianapolis. Well, with the SRCA. Yeah, SRCA is back on Monday with the Lightning Cup Series, and then Wednesday is the big one. It's Top Fuel Racing's Indy 500, the third annual Indy 500, and you know that one is going to be an absolute barn burner. Make sure you tune in for that one. But for now, my name is Sam Cooper. This was the Throwback IndyCar Series. All that's left for me to say is keep it clean, keep it green, and we will see you next time on ESPN. Have a good night.